Warning.
The views expressed in this show may be extremely controversial and cause excessive conversation. Viewer discretion is advised.
You've been warned.
Side effects include tooth decay,
It's rotted.
polio,
I can't walk.
hyperactive sense of smell,
Man, this shit smells.
involuntary laughter.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
Fool me one time, shame on you.
Oh, here we are.
We had a snore war there for a minute.
Oh,
Episode 7.
it's been a long week, Randy. Haven't seen you in a while.
Randers, Little John, what's up?
We had a pretty good episode last week. Episode
Feeling better,
6.
eh?
Yeah, I'm feeling better.
That's good.
I must have put some oils on me, and it's crazy how quickly you can perk up with those oils. Isn't it great?
Incredible.
He's Randers. I'm Little John.
Here we are.
This is the weekly show, episode
7.
So we're pretty excited about that. Lucky number 7. 6 is in the books. Pretty dramatic episode. We talked about some important things that we need to touch on. I hope it, creates a little bit of controversy and some discussion points for your work week.
Because it needs to work week.
That's right.
Because it needs to. I mean, it needs to be addressed.
It does. And we're going to come back with some more topics maybe next week about publicly traded businesses and the way shares work and shareholders and how happy they are.
Well, we could touch on a little bit here. We have some little notes
Yeah,
here. We could.
well, we'll touch on that in a minute.
But what we didn't touch on was...
Canada won the gold.
Yay! Canada wins the gold.
Pretty exciting game it was against the
Not only did Canada win the gold, Sweden throws the silver.
They throw it away
Oh,
to
that's
an American.
stupid
no,
ass.
No, he's still an American. No, he's a Swedish guy.
Yeah, Swedish guy.
Did you see him take off 3 sweaters?
Yes.
It's like he was hiding there. He's like,
Like, who does that? Captain of the team. Can I understand?
I
Young
think he might have
guys,
known the
you're
guy.
crying,
Maybe-
you lose.
maybe it's his dad.
Either way, you throw your medal.
You know what, though? They had the fucking giant up against the wall. You know what I mean? Like, they had him.
They were outplaying him.
Yo, they outplayed him, and they had him. They had, because Canada's like the giant. Canada's like the fucking Yankees. Like
Nah, they've only won 2 in the last 9 years.
I get
Gold.
it, but still.
But still, Sweden's the first loser. Still.
Right. And yeah, how many times have they lost?
Whatever.
Anyway, man, it was a great game. Sweden looked like they outplayed them the whole game. I wasn't overly impressed with the 2 power plays that Canada got in the last 10 minutes. Nobody scored on it, but still, it put Sweden maybe in a better position on the penalty kill.
Yeah, that's what they want to do.
They wanted to be on a
They
penalty
want to
kill.
score short-handed goals.
Yeah,
They're like
exactly.
amazing on that.
Maybe they were trying to help Sweden out by
But
giving
you
them
know
a
what
penalty kill.
you know what you weren't impressed with, and we'll show you right here. It was the aftermath inside the locker room.
Oh, not impressed at all.
Look at this in the locker room. We won the gold medal.
Keep your sticks on the ice and put your fucking phones away.
Yeah, look at this.
Jesus. This is how you celebrate in 2018, folks. In 2018, this is how you celebrate. Most exciting day of your life. You just won gold medal. You're a junior. You just won gold medal. You're celebrating.
In case you're not watching, you're listening. There's a picture of the World Junior.
I got a video.
Yeah, in case you're listening, there's a picture of the
You're describing it.
The World
I got it.
Juniors are in the locker room looking at their phones. There's one guy actually calling.
Yeah, I know. I was impressed.
He's on a flip phone.
I was impressed.
He's on a flip phone. Parents are cheap.
Grandparents.
Yeah, they live rural.
Yeah, he lives with his grandparents.
They live rural. And I mean,
Every single kid is on their fucking phone, not celebrating, not cheering, not high-fiving.
maybe they got a mass amount of nudes sent to them all at once.
Yeah. Hey,
Congratulations, you won.
take a look at my titties.
Yeah, you won.
They got 1,000 unsolicited dick pics all at once.
Oh, yeah, they got a bunch of Snapchat dog faces.
Yeah, exactly. They're no, I can't even make that joke.
Yeah, don't make that joke. Windsor 6.
But seriously, guys. So there's studies been done that when you get a notification on your phone, you get a massive amount of dopamine that runs through your head, right? But there's also dopamine that comes through you when you win a fucking gold medal.
And when you're on drugs.
and when you do drugs. But these guys, the adrenaline and the dopamine you get now from winning a gold medal has been superseded by the amount you get on social media. And that's a sad state of affairs. It's basically the zombie apocalypse. Like, we are no longer excited by anything unless it's on your phone. I really like
It's
you.
so true.
I prefer your social online profile, actually.
Yeah,
I don't really like you in person. I really like you online. Can we talk on Snapchat instead?
Exactly.
Maybe with a funny face or some sort of...
It's like, I'm pretty sure you're my friend on Facebook. When I see you in the grocery store,
I
you
didn't
don't
want to
even-
say hi.
You don't even say hi. I feel like, in fact, I will like.
I
go-
avoided you, so I
Yeah.
didn't have to have an awkward moment.
That is actually true. You guys all agree with that. That's true.
Bullshit. You know what? Maybe it's because Randy's got a bit of an itch.
Yeah, I always got an itch.
He's
Always
got
an
he's
itch.
got an itch in
I don't
person.
know why. There's something right here, apparently, in case you're listening or watching. Anyway.
You know what? There's a prescription for that.
Is there?
Yeah. Are you 24 or under? Because it's free now.
That's so true. That's so true.
Oh, millennials get everything.
It's happening.
Hey, they get everything. Hey, we'll pay for your college. We're going to give you a 21 to 32% increase in your salary. And if you're sick, we'll pay for that shit too. Must be fucking nice, you goddamn fucking millennials.
I think it's a coincidence, though, that...
Is it a coincidence?
Or a coincidence, that marijuana,
Yeah.
or weed,
Yeah.
slang word,
Uh-huh.
is illegal
Yeah.
come July 1st.
I heard smoking marijuana was going to be illegal this year.
Marijuana's singular or plural?
No, plural.
Okay.
I heard smoking marijuana was going to be
With an
legal.
accent aigu?
And so healthcare is going to pay for that?
Apparently,
Is OHIP going to cover it?
that's what's happening. Up to 24 years of age.
My
So do
God.
you think that is like they're going to double end that? So if I'm getting a script,
Oh, fuck yeah. If
For
there's
marijuana.
something we just learned from the minimum wage increase that was bullshit, by the way, the government's going to double dip on this.
they're double.
They're double dipping. Because they're not saying, hey, I'll hold back my share of the taxes that you're going to generate from your wage increase. You can keep those. You put those in your pocket. They're not saying, oh, hold on. We'll keep the same amount of taxes. You keep the rest. They didn't say that. They're going to take more, right?
Yeah.
Because that's a business decision. Because they want more fucking revenue. So what do you think they're going to do with weed?
Well,
They're going to double dip. They're going to grow it, sell it, package it, stamp it, and pay for it.
but it's perfect because it's a prescription drug.
Of course it is.
So if you're a kid or teenager,
Because the law decided, folks, it used to be illegal. It used to be something you couldn't go near. But the government decided it's okay now. So we're going to go ahead and pretend that never happened.
so it's okay to get marijuana
Mm-hmm.
because it's prescribed medicinally up to 24 years of age. So
Gee, that makes sense.
After 24 years of age,
So you're telling me a plant that grows from the ground that nature created over thousands of years is suddenly legal because they decided?
but listen, after 24 years of age, you no longer have that free prescription. So now you have to have benefits at work. Well, it's hard to get benefits at work because the minimum wage got out.
And because you're a
So-
pothead and you don't have a job.
So now, but you're still gonna you're either gonna find an underground or you're gonna go buy it at your local weed store next
right.
to the LCBO or in the LCBO or the LWBO.
Who gets the profits for the LCBO, Randy?
government?
Oh, interesting.
So I think it's we're in a different world.
What's your favorite kind of weed, Randy?
You know,
mine's fucking double dip.
allegedly, I don't know. The green stuff, the stuff that smells really bad yet is really good.
Yeah.
Allegedly, I don't know.
There's gonna be a new weed called the fucking Liberal Party.
Yeah, we're gonna call it the liberal. I want the liberal weed.
We mentioned last week there's an election coming up, folks. Now, hopefully, you can put that weed down long enough to make the proper decision.
Yeah, it's getting a little crazy, man. I mean, think about liberals even in the States down there, the libbies.
Here's the fucking problem, okay? I am a very socially liberal person. I don't care who you sleep with, what sex they are, what church you go to, none of that.
Yeah.
But please take care of my money and be conservative with it. I want a socially liberal person that's fiscally conservative with my money.
Yeah.
And they don't fucking exist.
No.
I have these conservatives.
Because that's smart.
Yeah, I have these racist, gay-hating conservatives on one side. That's basically the way they're painted, right? They're all white people that go to church.
That's how they're
and have
painted.
Perfect comb-overs and wear suits. And then the other side is the liberals that are pot-smoking,
Not all pot smoking.
pot-smoking lesbian liberals that fucking just spend whatever the amount of money they want and spend all your taxes on a bunch of bullshit. What? Right?
Drama teachers.
Can we have a pot-smoking lesbian that is good with money?
Yeah, can we?
That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want.
I have no problem being lesbian. I have no problem being pot smoking. Be good with money.
Be good with my money. I'm giving you half of my money. Half of it. You're taking 30% off the top, then another 13%, and then another 10% between all your bullshit taxes that you create. You have half of my money. You have half of his money. You have half of Joe's money. You have half of all of our fucking money. What are you doing with it? Please tell me what you're doing with half of our money.
Well, I know what they're doing. Hey, a terrorist that we wrongfully
Hey, Australia, can we buy some?
Convicted. We're going to give you their money.
You might give me, if we give you $1 million, can you put that lawsuit underneath the carpet because
Exactly.
it never existed? Hey, we don't have much money left for our war program. Australia, can we use your used F-18s?
Yeah, with no engines.
With no engines.
We'll put our Herc engines, our Herc engines inside these. We won't go anywhere. We'll have zero lift, but they look good on the tarmac.
We need some Rolls-Royce Merlin engines to throw in these things from
Seriously.
fucking World War I.
Oh, and all we do is say, sorry. Sorry.
You know, it's a big fucking joke. But seriously, folks, the government has half of our money accumulated combined, and we need to make sure there's accountability there. And
You know what? That calls for hashtag time's up. Time's up.
Time's up!
Time's up. Right? It's true.
You know, time's up can be used for a lot of things. I'm glad the movement in Hollywood, the women's rights movement, is using it. Fantastic. There's way too many fucking bullies in Hollywood and too many men that have been taking advantage for too long.
That's it. It's not the roaring 20s anymore. Fuck.
But those same, we're being taken advantage of everywhere. It's not just women. It's white men, believe it or not, are also being taken advantage by their fucking governments.
John's on a government tirade.
Well, fucking
I love
Joe
it.
was sticking up for him earlier. So.
Oh, Joe. Everybody's got to have opinions. Nothing wrong with opinions.
I know. We appreciate opinions. And we're just trying to give you guys opinionated conversations that create controversy and help you create your own conversation.
Yeah, it's a weekly show.
It's a weekly show. So that's what we do.
But what do you think of President Winfrey?
I loved it. I thought she was amazing.
You think she'd be a good president?
I think she'd be fantastic. Everything she touches
Why?
turns to gold.
Why?
She's good at organization. She's run multi-billion-dollar businesses. She's good, a very positive thinker. She thinks ahead. She's
Sounds like Trump.
makes good decisions. She's a decision maker. She's someone I would trust with important decisions, and that's what I really would want in a leader. Is somebody when has a critical decision in their mind that they would be able to make the correct one that's good for all of humanity.
See the pictures is going around the internet?
And she would be fantastic.
Hey, of course, the other side, the pictures going around the internet, there's the other side that throws a picture out there with Oprah Winfrey kissing Harvey Weinstein. Did you see that yet?
Did she kiss him, or did he
On,
kiss
on
her?
the cheek. No, on the cheek. On the cheek. And there's another picture of her with a little, like a younger looking actress holding her, and he's coming in, touching her in her arm, the actress, and someone says, "Look at this madam." Sending off the victim to Harvey Weinstein. The internet and the different sides, we're too divided today.
We're very divided.
We're way too divided.
There's left, there's right, there's green, there's
You know what there's not? Love.
not enough love.
There's not enough love.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about
There's
that.
not enough love.
Sarah Silverman put someone in their place yesterday or the
She's
day before.
awesome.
Yeah, she was pretty good. So
she's an awesome dude.
someone commented on her on her Twitter page, cunt.
Whoa.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Sounds like bunt.
C***NT. That's what they put on our Twitter page after one of her comments. And she went after him and said, "Are you angry? Like, how can I help you?" And this guys, look it up. Sarah Silverman, Twitter, cunt. That's what you got to Google search.
Yeah. Google search that.
And so it went back and forth about 10, 12 times. And at the end of it, the guy was like, "Thank you, Sarah, for helping me. I'm going to go get help. I'm an angry person. I don't know why I'm so angry." And everyone's got this outpouring of love because he was just angry at the time. That's all that happened. There's a lot of angry people in the world right now. And we are divided.
There's too much anger. There's not enough love. I mean, we need to... Love is important, man.
Huge.
It's so important. Like, we just find negativity in everything.
There's so much negative energy going around right now. It's impossible
And
to
that's
stop.
another thing.
And it's depressing, and it's accumulating, and it's contagious.
You know, we touched on last episode on our goals and our New Year's resolutions. I mean, this is another thing that my family and I, especially me, I'm really bad at it. I want to visit and visit my family more often.
Mm-hmm.
People I don't normally see. Like love. I want to love people the best I can love them.
For sure.
I want to be the best I can be.
Yeah, man.
When it comes to that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think we all should do that.
Absolutely. It would change the world. There's a lot of hate out there right now, and a lot of people are scared. And I think I don't think people are necessarily hating other people. It's just that they're dealing with their own shit inside, and they're unable to express how they really feel because they're dealing with their own.
Well,
bullshit.
and they hide it because they don't want to show people that they're dealing with that shit because
Right.
in their eyes they feel like they're a failure.
Right. So on the outside, they look like assholes.
Or they just mask it with something.
Yeah.
To look how normal I am. Everybody
You
has
mask
a
it with
problem.
anger because anger is an easy mask.
Yeah.
You can easily just get angry and then
Deflect it in something
you
else.
deflect it, and you don't have to show that you're scared at all.
Yeah.
It's a scary world, though. Like, you got, I mean, come on, though. This whole North Korea nuke thing. Like, come on, guys. We've had scares about
not gonna happen.
nukes for fucking 80 years. Okay, the Cold War happened ever since Hiroshima, and
Like the ones that are pressing the buttons, they still have to live the life after all this shit.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
They have
I mean-
families that gotta what? You want a family living in an apocalypse?
there's got to be some sort of reason why we're constantly in a state of fear. There's got to be a push from the upper people in charge to keep us in fear for a reason.
There's for sure
Because
a
it's
agenda.
It's been okay. When was the last nuke? 45,
back in, in
46?
Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
Okay, so carry the 3, 60, 70 years.
Look at the math on this guy.
70 fucking years, folks, and we're still scared that the next nuke could drop at any moment.
Yeah,
Is it going to happen?
but we're not worried about like some kind of bio
Biohazard?
or
Well, I'm not scared. I get the flu shot.
no, you don't. No, you don't.
I'm not scared. I got fucking stocks in Afria.
Afria. It's not free. It costs money.
It ain't Fria.
It costs money.
Apparently, they're the biggest producer of weed in the world.
Well, that's according to. I mean, they just came out with an announcement that they bought a bunch of acres in Leamington.
In our own county of Essex, folks.
That we are going to have the biggest producer possibly in the world. I think they're going to
amazing.
become the pharmaceutical company when it comes to marijuana. It'd be like the Shoppers Drug Mart of marijuana.
They're hiring right now, by the way, Windsor, Essex. If anyone wants to put their applications in, you can go to imabigstoner.com.
Yeah. Hey, man. I mean, it's proven that this plant all along has all kinds of benefits for everyone, not just to get high.
I'm a giant advocate on
Natural.
on natural medication, especially things that nature has created. I'm a big believer that nature knows more than humans do because, nature's been around for thousands
Longer
of billions
than
of years,
us.
and much longer than us, and it has created a plant that we could use. Hemp, for example, and the amount of paper. We have these papers here, right, guys? Do you know how many trees have been cut down for paper? Like, I went and visited the forest, the ancient forest in BC. There's not a whole lot left in the world, and they've all been chopped down for paper mill and for other
Really?
products.
It's like
Something that could have been created instead out of a sustainable plant that could grow annually and harvested annually that would cause absolutely no harm to existing nature. It was buried. It was buried. Weed was made illegal because the paper mill industries made it illegal. The paper mill industries are what lobbied the government and made it illegal. That's the reason weed is illegal, because hemp was about to change the world. A gentleman had created a machine that would turn hemp into paper, and the paper mill industries saw that as a threat and lobbied against the governments and blamed the Mexicans and the blacks for rape and all this other bullshit that never really happened, and that weed was the gateway drug, and there was that whole weed reefer madness.
That's funny, isn't it?
And all that sort of
Isn't
stuff.
that interesting?
And they lobbied the government, and that's the propaganda. They pushed down everyone's throats to make them believe it, and they made it illegal.
It's funny you say that because now everything's going digital.
Yeah.
What's coming into play now? Marijuana.
Marijuana.
I mean, not just because of the paper
because
thing.
paper is no longer in existence, because the
Does
paper
it-
mill
doesn't
industry
really
is no
need it
longer,
anymore.
They don't need it anymore.
The paper trail is very minimal.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
However, I mean,
And there's money in it now. Suddenly,
the medical benefits and everything else that we know, it's incredible.
I'm you're turning 40 soon. I'm in my not 40s. And you start to realize that laws are created for the benefit of big corporations. They're not created for your safety. They're not created for anything else other than a giant corporation with enough money to lobby against it or lobby for it has created that law. And you start to wonder, you just kind of want to go with your own ethical values and your own morals and use your own judgment, and you stop believing what the government fucking has to tell you. You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely.
Like when a government tells you, hey, it's not safe to eat popcorn until you're 4 years old. Are you going to give your 3-year-old popcorn?
Yeah, but how can I believe the government when we already know they're lying?
They're lying.
Already.
Right.
They're not standing. They're lying all the time.
Right.
And then they tell me, you shouldn't do this, shouldn't do that. How should I believe you?
How should I believe you when in 4 years you'll be different?
Exactly. Exactly.
I'll still be the same guy, but in 4 years you're going to be different.
You're going to be different. You didn't lie good enough.
You're still going to have half of my money.
Yeah.
You'll still have half of my income and his income and his income, but you're going to be different. You'll be a different fucking person with a different color, with a different goddamn fucking agenda.
Yeah.
So when we're at the point now in our civilization that we could vote an entire government in with our phones. Okay, we don't need to go to a booth. We don't need to go anything. In fact, I don't even need a representative anymore because me, him, and the other fucking 20 million people in Canada could vote for whatever legislation you want to pass on our digital device instantly.
Yeah.
I don't even need a representative to vote for me. Why should I elect a guy that will then make decisions for me when technology is there for me to make the fucking decisions when I want, on demand, on time? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do
It's
know
like
what
an
you're
instant
saying.
government.
Instant
We
government.
govern our own people. A government for the people.
Good
We the
luck.
people for the people.
Hashtag.
Shit.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Well,
We're gonna let John calm down. I mean, it's been 7 days since the last episode. He's still hot.
you know what, guys? I got sick last week. I've been a little bit medicated. I've been using some oils from both doTERRA and Afria to to help my symptoms and make me a better person.
Hey, because he's loving more. That's what it is.
You know, I'm just fucking sick and tired of the government double dipping.
You should go away.
Maybe.
You should go away sometime during the spring. March break.
You know
March
what?
break. How about that? Have you ever been away in a spring break? Spring break?
You know what? Never.
Never in spring.
I mean, you know, Crystal Bay. Went to Crystal Bay for May 2 for 1 year.
Must have been cold.
May 2 for Crystal Bay? It's been 80s before. Cold
May
water.
2-4. Wow, that's rare.
We've had some good times.
Usually
Usually American May 2 for is better.
Oh yeah, that makes
the,
sense.
the week later, it's
Yeah,
80
the
degrees.
weekly later. I mean, look, I still got the itch. Apparently, look, I still got the itch. You know what it is, Windsor, Essex? My elbow is on this chair, and it hurts.
Yeah.
So I try to rub it. They always teach you as a young kid, like, oh, you hurt your bobo.
Rub it in.
Rub it.
Rub some dirt
Rub
in it.
So that's what I'm doing. I've learned it. It's in my brain.
To answer your question fully, am I going away? My grandfather, my amazing pilot of a grandfather, who's
Oh yeah, we heard about that.
oh, he's the best guy that's ever lived. And actually, I just watched this movie called American Made on Netflix. Tom Cruise,
Tom Sizemore.
completely different guy. Tom Sizemore, Tom Cruise. Anyway, it's kind of like Blow, and this guy's like a pilot who starts.
Oh yeah,
He's flying for TWA or something, then he gets caught up with the CIA, and then he's flying for the cartels. And I wonder about my grandfather at some
Yeah.
point, because, I mean, they were in Mexican jails now and then throughout the 70s and 80s. And there was some shit going down, and, like, he's lived a pretty awesome life.
And he's living in Fantasy World Island. And
He's just, you know.
the plane boss.
I mean, he hasn't told me all the stories. He's a pretty cool guy. He's like the world's most interesting man.
I love sitting down talking to elders.
Anyway, he's turning 90, guys. 90 years old. Lived a pretty awesome life. And last time I seen him a couple years ago, he made me promise that I'd be there for his 90th birthday, and I am going. And that is March 26th.
I've done a spring break. Actually, I'll tell you a couple stories. A couple funny stories.
Yeah, tell us, Randy.
I'll tell you a couple funny.
Tell us, Randy.
There might be some theatrics involved. If you guys are
I'm looking
listening,
forward to it.
I suggest you watch. Well, one.
I got a feeling our odd numbers shows are going to be a lot better than our even numbers shows.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why.
Well, because John's healthy. So one, I did go away on March break. I went with my friend. We went with his parents. We went down to Florida.
Yep.
We were 19 years old, and it was a great time. Went down 2 weeks in Florida. Never been to Florida in my life. It was phenomenal. Great time. I had a disaster there. I'll tell you guys what this is like. When I hear the disaster, there's disaster in this story. Actually, I got two disaster stories. I haven't traveled much, and every time I travel, there's usually a disaster.
I can't wait to go to Vegas with you this year.
So disaster one. So we're in Cocoa Beach, okay? And we're at McDonald's. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying this. Yeah, I can. So back
You're at the ball pit.
So back in the 90s, remember doctor attire was like a thing?
Like Doogie Howser was cool.
No,
Mode robes.
doctor pants.
Yeah, mod robes. Mod robes.
Is that what they call them?
MOD robes.
Is that what they call them?
Yeah.
Doctor pants. So I'm wearing doctor pants because
Yeah.
that was a cool look.
I had a pair.
Bareback. Doctor pants, bareback.
You always go bareback.
in doctor pants.
I had fluorescent orange pair.
And I had my sun in my hair. Sun in. The tips, blonde tips. Anyway, we're at McDonald's. I can't believe I'm saying this story. I can. So we're there, and I say, excuse me, my friend and his parents, excuse me, where I go to the washroom or the restroom in America. So I go to McDonald's bathroom or restroom. I go there, and I got to go do number 2 really bad. So I go in there, and as I'm pulling down my doctor pants, I fart. And the disaster comes out. And it's like a wha, wha, wha. Okay, so I'm like, shit. And I look, like literally
shit.
Yeah. So I look, I'm like, oh no. But it wasn't like a lot. It was a spray. It was a spray. So the spray.
It's a bit of a wet spot.
So spray. So I'm thinking, oh, this can't be that bad. I'll just clean it up with a wet rag. So as I clean with a wet rag, their doctor pants become transparent. So now I'm like, I'm really screwed. I got shit smelling pants. They're see-through and wet.
I got good news, folks. He's a doctor.
But wait, yeah, they're damp, and I don't have cell phones. So I got to step out and try to get my buddy's attention to come and say, hey. So I'm like, problem solving. So I'm like, what do I do? So I'm like, okay, Randy, you got this. So I pull them up enough to, enough that they're comfortable that shit's not touching me. Anyway, I open the door, and I open the door, and I'm like looking for him, like, Adam. He's like, what? I'm like, hey, get over here. Get over here. He's like, what? I'm like, we got a problem. He's like, what? I said, you need to go in the van, and you need to get me another
Pair of doctor pants.
You get me another pair of pants, maybe some underwear this time, and don't tell your parents. She's like, fuck no, it's absolutely not. I was like, okay, great. So he goes, comes back, brings me a pair of pants. I toss those things in the garbage, clean myself up. But by the way, Windsor, I was like, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but my pants were a disaster. If that makes any sense. So then, after I'm cleaned up and I go back to where they're eating, I sit down. I got mom and dad, literally their heads down, just vibrating the table, crying. And I look at
I won't tell nobody else.
And I look at him, I'm like, did you tell him? He's like, I had to. He's such an asshole. He's like, no,
keys.
You're the asshole. Literally. I'm like, you're a prick. So that was one story.
Oh man, that's fantastic.
No, it was not.
This is great.
It was a good story.
I think a buddy of mine had a similar story at a Cracker
Oh
Barrel.
my God, it was terrible. But it was awesome. Good story. I've told that story many, many times. But that has nothing to do with my second story. I got married back in 2006. That's 2006.
For all you millennials who are making $15 an hour.
Oh, jeez. You know where I went for my honeymoon?
I don't know, Randy. Where'd you go?
Vegas. Honeymoon in Vegas. My wife, God love her. Remember? The ring?
God love her. That doubles as a cock ring, by the way, everybody.
Yeah, it expands 3 times the size. Look at my hands. I'm wearing a golf glove?
Wow. Look at you.
Eddie-
Your hands and your brother's feet.
Yeah, the same thing. We all went in the same day and got transplant. Freaking. Oh my God. So we go to Vegas. Honeymoon in Vegas. We were there 6 nights, 7 days, which you should never ever do in your life.
Never go to Vegas.
See,
for
did
6
you hear that
nights and
response?
7 days.
Whoa.
Whoa, Vegas for how long?
Yeah.
Jeez, Randy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of time there to get some serious injuries.
So we had a great time. I could tell you a million stories, but I'll tell you the main story. And I love my wife. She was the best. But at this particular story, she turned into my sister. Because that's, you know how that happens?
I don't know.
Because when they embarrass you, you say, hey, this is my sister. You don't say she's your wife. You say, this is my sister. How you doing? This is my sister. So this is what happens. We go down. Final day. We're leaving. Final day. We're flying out doing the red eye. And so the red eye.
that makes sense.
You fly out. Come see, come sa. You fly out at 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, you get home at
You
like
have to
6 in the morning.
leave. You have to get out of the hotel at 11 a.m.
Right.
Okay, so they store your luggage till that time. but I have nowhere to sleep, nowhere to nap unless I'm by a pool, right? But I gotta get out of my pool at a certain time because you're out of the hotel. But they give you a certain time. I think it's maybe till 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. So Amy and I are like, let's go to the pool. We're gonna go to the pool. We're gonna chill out, have some drinks, have a great day. So we didn't have breakfast. So the first thing I'm like, let's get some Long Island iced teas, $15 each. This is back in 2006. $15 each. So we
Giant
buy.
cup, though.
So yeah, bigger than this. So we buy 2 of them, and I said, here we go. We're drinking them. We're in the pool, and we're just having a good old time. I had one. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go back to the lounge area and have a nap. She's like, yeah, well, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay here. I'm like, okay, you stay here. And I'm sorry. The first ones we bought, I dropped hers in the pool. I dropped in the pool and I scooped it up so quick. It was still the same color. I'm like, look at it. She's like, I'm not drinking that. I'm like, why? It's the same color. She's like, it was in the pool water.
It's $15 so I can drink it.
She's like, it's in the pool water. I'm like, but it's still the same color. She's like, give me a new one. And I said, okay. So I get her a new one. And then, again, we have fun. I said, I'm going to have a nap. She's like, oh, I'll be back in a little bit. She buys another one. As I'm sleeping, I'm sitting in the chaise lounge. I'm laying back, and next thing you know, I feel like in the chaise lounge. And I wake up, and I look
Hold on,
over.
what kind of lounge was that?
Chaise.
This is for my wife.
It's chaise lounge? What?
No, you're right.
Okay, why?
She just hates the word chase.
Oh, okay. In a lounge chair. And I look down to my right. There's my wife, folded up like a lounge chair between them. I'm going, what are you doing? Pissed off. I'm like, kind of like mumbling. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And she's like Weekend at Bernie's, a complete mess, but Weekend at Bernie's talking. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm picking her up in the back of the head like a little kitten. I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm going, you're embarrassing me. Fucking, you need to lay down here. So she's like, well, I'm drunk. I'm like, you need to take a nap.
She must have got roofied by the same person that roofied my wife.
She's like, I'm like, you need to take a nap, and I'll wake you up in a bit when we roll out. She's, okay. So she's laying taking a nap. I'm reading some sort of Star magazine, some celebrities magazine that cost me $45 fucking booth. So as I'm looking at it,
Jennifer Aniston's pregnant?
I'm aiming at her. No, this is the one where like they found Bat Boy in the fucking limousine. So I get the book open and I'm like looking at her and she's like, I don't feel so good. I'm like, yeah? Well, let's keep sleeping. And then she rolls over and throws up in the book. Now I'm really going, what? Now this is when the sister card comes out. This is when you're like, fucking sister, hey, can't take any vacation. Get the fuck in the bathroom. So this is my honeymoon.
Oh, Amers.
This is my honeymoon, by the way. So she goes to the bathroom. I said, you need to go to the bathroom. You're a mess. Go to the bathroom. She goes to the bathroom, cleans up. She comes out. I'm like, you fucking look worse than you did when you went in the bathroom. What did you do in there?
Jump in the pool.
She's like, I'm hammered.
Go jump in the
What do you
pool.
want from me? I'm like, I want you to be my wife, not my sister. That's what I want. So anyway, so we had to fucking leave this goddamn pool area. Mind you, this is only 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Flight leaves at 11 p.m.
So what do you do?
So then we got to go in the streets, carry on with the day. So we go to Margaritaville, order the same meal we ordered the day before. She didn't eat anything. I'm going, whew, deep breaths. But she's having a good time. She's having fun. She's having a blast. But it's like, yada. So then, let's go for a tour to the Bellagio. By the way, my wife had
beautiful fountains.
But her hair was matted. She had a little bit of puke in it. I swear she did. A little bit of puke in it. She just looked like a mess. She looked like, you know what? Throw her back is what it looked like. Anyway, so that's my wife, by the way.
It can happen to anyone, everybody.
Yeah, but I was with her like 10 years before I married her, so I can say these things. So then we go to an oxygen bar at the Bellagio.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, to wake her up. They had like a massage thing where you can do her with her hair, like put the fingers in her hair's matted with puke. The guy doesn't know. He has no idea. So he's doing this. I'm just going, this is funny. Look at this guy. And she's like, loving it. When she got out of there, her hair looked like like she had fucking dreadlocks. It just got 10 times worse. Now we're at what? 6 p.m.
Now we're at 2:30.
6 p.m. Didn't eat a dinner. Fucking called her my sister at least 7 times. We had another 4 hours to kill. I'm telling you.
And the airport's like literally 3 minutes from the strip.
Yeah,
right?
and when we finally
you
get
get
there,
that shuttle. It's like you're here.
the whole time it's like, come with me. I'm dragging her around like she's freaking in a harness.
Oh man, this is fantastic. So we're gonna go back.
Oh yeah, we're going back. Anyway, we're going back this year. We're gonna go read.
6 days, 7 nights.
Yeah, I'm gonna grow my hair just so I can puke in it. Redemption. Anyway, that's just a ridiculous story. I had to touch on it because it's pretty funny. Oh, Amers.
Oh, Amers.
We were almost late for our flight too.
You know what? Here's the problem with the first part of the story. You mentioned you were in Vegas for 7 days.
Yeah, 6 nights. 6 nights.
First of all, Amy, don't be embarrassed at all. Anybody that was in
she's
Vegas
not.
for 7 days would understand exactly where you're coming from.
The second
Right.
night, I was in bed for 2 days because I was a
Right.
mess.
Yeah, exactly. So she's trying to make up for lost time because you're a mess. She should have jumped in the pool.
Yeah.
She should have just stayed in the pool. At least it's sobering, right?
It's true. Well, that's where it all began.
Oh, maybe not then.
No, her. She might end up, might not be with her. It was something I'll never forget, and the story will never get old. And you know what? She supports me on telling the story. She loves it. In fact, she's like, make sure you tell them about the Bellagio.
Tell them about the rat's nest
Tell
in my
them
hair.
Tell them about the Bellagio, how they gave me dreadlocks.
Tell them about the blue drink. I didn't eat anything. There's no food in my hair. No big deal.
Oh my God! And by the way, you can't at that time you couldn't buy marijuana on the strip.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't know if you still can, but okay, so similar, not quite anywhere near that story, but my wife and I were in Vegas and next to the pool, and she ordered like an egg salad wrap or something right next to the pool, and she ate half of it. And an hour goes by and we're swimming and whatever else, and she decides she's going to eat the other half. Back up in our room. Well, an hour at the pool in Vegas is like 120 fucking degrees, right?
Oh
We
yeah,
had
no
egg
doubt.
salad outside in 120 degree weather. So she eats it, and then we go to the bar. We go to a pub crawl after.
Oh my God!
After she eats the other half of this.
Oh no way! Is that what triggered it, or is that just a roofie?
So we go to this amazing organized pub crawl. You go to like it might even be on Groupon. You go to like Vegas pub crawls or something, and it's an organized pub crawl where you all meet at the first bar, and it's like a sports bar, and you do beer pong and
Meet Bill Cosby in the last bar.
exactly. It's exactly what it is. It's fucking beer pong and Bill Cosby, and then there's 5 bars in between. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That's how they advertise it.
If you get out of here alive or awake, good luck.
So we started at the sports bar, and then you go to more of a lounge, and then the third bar is more like yeah, exactly. And then you go to the fourth place. Suddenly, you know, there's guys' drinks and girls' drinks, and there's supposed to be separated. Like I went to get my wife a drink and myself a drink, and they were in 2 different colored cups. And he made it adamantly clear that my wife had to have this one, even though they're the same drinks. I went to drink it, and he's like, "No, that's your wife's."
Oh.
Which I should have raised a red flag at the time. And then next thing you know, I was carrying her home. She never made it to the 5th bar. She could not walk
Wow.
at all. So I'm looking forward to that again.
Yeah, I am looking forward to it. October. Anyone wants to go in the first week of October, you're more than welcome to go there. We won't see you. However, you should go there then.
Vegas is the best, though. Like, there's all sorts of gambling going on. We got.
I never gamble.
And nor do I.
I just look at people. People watch.
Yeah. Because you go through all these walkways and across the street, and you're just like, what the hell? You're drinking on the streets, and you go to the old strip.
You know the Mexicans that flash those like adult cards, like the
Yeah,
adult porn cards.
Yeah.
I was so juiced the one night. I was like, "Give me a bunch of those cards," and I started doing it. I'm like, "Por favor, señor." I was in the mix of it. Then when Amy's like, "Oh my God."
Did you go to the old strip at all?
I didn't do Fairmont, or was it Fremont Street? I didn't do it.
Oh, it's the best.
I want to do it.
You can zip line over top of it and stuff.
I want to do it.
Yeah, we'll have to do that. But football, like we got major football games coming up next week. Vegas is going nuts probably right now. We got Jags.
Oh, yeah.
At Steelers.
Vegas for sure is going nuts.
You got Titans against
I don't know. Oh yeah, Titans Jags.
Patriots, right? And that's gonna be interesting because we got a major snow squall coming through. Who typed this shit? Titans against.
We're going live.
Titans against the Patriots, and we
Yeah.
got a major snow squall coming through.
Oh, squall, storm.
I heard there's going to be like 12 to 18, 30 inches of major black fucking cock going down the Patriots' throats this weekend.
You really hate the Patriots.
I fucking hate them.
Yeah, you hate them.
Fucking hate them. I can't wait for them to lose this weekend against the Titans.
You'll never see the Steelers and Patriots in the Super Bowl. That's what sucks.
You know what? Everyone's like, I can't wait. Steelers and the Patriots in the Super Bowl. No, never going to happen. And then you
I
got
would love to see that.
Atlanta at Philly, and then New Orleans against Minnesota.
I'd love to see that.
So it's going to be an interesting weekend for football, for sure.
Yeah, but you know what should be more interesting is having Super Bowl on a Saturday.
Yeah, why don't they do that?
Why don't they have Super Bowl on a Saturday? Super Bowl Sunday.
Okay, so
Stupid.
you got this weekend. You got 2 Saturday games and 2 Sunday games. So you got I think 4 o'clock Saturday, 8 o'clock Saturday, 1 o'clock Sunday, 4 o'clock Sunday. There's a market for Saturday night games. Why the hell is the Super Bowl on a Sunday, folks? Please tell me why we're having a Super Bowl on a Sunday at 7 o'clock. I've got 4 kids. Halftime's at like 9 o'clock. I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything.
Well, Monday's the day everybody called in sick. It's the busiest day for that.
It's the busiest day, busiest call-in day, most call-ins and sick days ever across the United States. They're talking about making Monday a holiday. People want to make Monday a holiday. I got a better fucking idea. Back the Super Bowl up one goddamn day. Make it Super Bowl Saturday instead. It still has a ring to it.
Or make it Super Bowl at 1 o'clock in the PM on Sunday.
Like, what are you thinking? Make it the Saturday.
Yeah, it should be Saturday.
Everyone's having a Super Bowl party. No one wants to go party on a Sunday night.
Well,
Everyone's
they're making money on the Super Bowl at that city where it's at.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
that's what it is.
they
So
want Saturday,
'cause
they want Sunday.
They get a Saturday. Exactly. They get the hotels, then get a Friday booking, a Saturday booking, and potentially a Sunday booking.
Well, okay.
Because you're not going home after.
Okay, well, why don't we do Thursday, Friday, Saturday? Because guess what they do? Every holiday in America.
Right.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
It's silly, folks. We need to move. We need to make a push to make the Super Bowl on a Saturday.
Make Super Bowl on a holiday weekend in America.
Wrong. Make it on a Saturday.
No, holiday weekend, but it's still Saturday.
Yeah.
Make it a holiday weekend. Because then you have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Everybody's off.
Listen, I don't think you're ever going to get a holiday on the Monday. There's already plenty of holidays going around. But what we could do is push the game back by one goddamn day and make it on a Saturday night instead so that everybody can enjoy themselves and not have to worry about going to work the next day.
Yeah, I don't have to get drunk rapidly drunk.
Like, because here's what happens. Super Bowl Sunday happens, right? 1 o'clock. What are you doing? You're eating nachos. 2 o'clock. What are you doing? You've done your 6th beer. 2 o'clock. You're hammered.
Yeah.
Game starts at 7. You're not even paying attention anymore.
Yeah, you don't even watch the
You're like,
game.
what was the first commercial? Toyota? I won the squares.
Doritos. I swear it's Doritos. Or is it
You don't even know. Halftime, fucking party's empty.
It's so true.
Every Super Bowl party I've ever been to, by halftime, there's 3 people left. Everybody's like, yes, yeah. That's awesome. You're doing it next year.
I love you, by the way.
That was great. Let me know if I won the squares.
Yeah.
That's that. It's bullshit.
It
Randy.
is.
It needs to change. There needs to be a bigger push to move the Super Bowl to a Saturday, and we need to take care of this right away.
Hashtag time's up. Time's up.
Randy, time's up is for a women's movement that
Oh.
for people that have been sexually harassed by white men in Hollywood, and that one's been taken.
Fuck. Why can't it just be time's up for everything?
For everyone that's been wrong.
Yeah, for everyone's been wrong. Anyone who's got it wrong, time is up.
Well, why'd they take the best hashtag?
Why is it not pound sign? Like every time we've always known it. Pound sign.
Did you watch
Pound sign.
Golden Globes at all?
The opening monologue.
Oh, opening monologue.
killer monologue.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Seth.
I also thought that was funny. I felt really bad for. There's one girl in the audience that clearly is a little bit too old for Twitter, and she didn't get the memo, and she had a purple dress on.
Well,
Did you hear?
what's purple represent?
Nothing, but everyone else was in black. So everyone else dressed in black to support the women's movement, and like, not just the women's movement, but like enough of this bullshit of fucking asshole white men harassing people. And she didn't get the memo. So everyone was dressed in black except for one girl. So every time they looked at the audience, everyone was in black, and then there was one girl in purple, and it was like, Oh, man, I feel bad for you.
Mm.
Sorry you picked out your dress a little bit too
At
early.
least it wasn't pink.
Yeah, I guess.
Purple's close to black.
No, I don't think so.
Anyway, I don't know.
I don't know if it is.
But one more thing we got to touch on, which we always touch on every week.
Tiger Woods!
Tiger's
folks.
back! Hey, guess
I
what happened?
heard he hasn't committed to Waste Management Open yet, has he?
I don't think he will. But he's announcing this month, end of January, Torrey Pines. Let's see what he's got.
I'm excited.
I am excited. That's pretty much it for Tiger Woods.
So that's it.
That's it.
No, I'm stoked. I mean, he's playing well. I want him to win. I need him to get a win.
What about Dustin Johnson's fucking 800-yard drive, almost a hole in
Okay,
one?
Dustin Johnson almost had a hole-in-one on a par 4. He was 1 foot short.
Did you see the new technology TaylorMade has?
Yeah, the
driver, the
slight
curve-
face or
the
something?
curved
face? Is it good? Is that what he's using?
Yeah.
That's what
And he says he's like, it's exact words. Oh, I think, because of the technology. That's how he said it.
Huh, okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to get one. Tiger's using that same club, isn't he?
No, Tiger's not using that club.
Yeah, he's using TaylorMade.
Well, yeah, maybe he's, I don't know. You see, Sergio signed with Callaway.
Why?
More money. Obviously, it's money. Money driven. We all know about money. It's all about shareholders. Money.
That's bullshit.
Anyway. Oh, you got an itch.
Yeah, it's contagious.
John's got an itch.
Good little thing right there.
It's contagious. It's contagious. I was at his house during the holidays. It's contagious.
It's fucking holiday itch.
Holiday itch.
Anyone who's at my house on the holidays, just might want to get your flu shots. That's all I'm saying. It's been over a week now. I'm still battling.
Holy cow. Anyway, we're going to shut it down at 45. Now we're live.
All right, well, you know what? That was episode 7, everybody. That was our luckiest show yet. It was all about Vegas, coincidentally.
Yeah.
And, Amy, you're the best.
You are the best. And I suggest if anybody takes their wife to Vegas and she embarrasses you, she's now your sister.
That's right. So, for Randers and Little John, this is episode 7.
Peace.
Peace out.